Is the NHL truly a young man's game now? Well, we are going to put it to the test today in a 7-game series in NHL 26. I've created 2 super teams, one made up of entirely of players 25 and under, while the other is players of 35 and older. This young team has some of the biggest stars in the NHL right now and is going to be carried by the likes of Macklin Celebrini, Jack Hughes, and Connor Bedard. But the veterans have some of the best players that have carried the league over the last 10 years, like Crosby, Ovi, Malkin. So which generation is actually going to have the better team? We're about to find out. Now, for how these teams are actually going to shape out for this one. We've got Macklin Celebrini leading the U25 team, of course. They've also going to get the likes of Cole Caufield, Lucas Raymond, Jack Hughes is still at the age, Matthew Boldy. This team is absolutely stacked up front. And we've got it rounding out with guys like Cutter Gauthier, Wyatt Johnson, Connor Bedard, Dorfiev, Carlson, and Jarvis. And then on the back end, of course, we've got Lane Hutson leading the way up for the top pairing with Mo Sider. You love to see it. And it gets even better as you go down. Thomas Harley, Brock Faber, Jay Axton, Lacombe, and Matthew Schaefer. Probably the youngest, I think, on this team for the most part. And then in net is probably where this team's weakest spot is. Dustin Wolf will be our starter. And we've got Spencer Knight backing him up. While we've got Yaroslav Askarov also sitting on the bench. As for the 35 and older team, though, Alex Ovechkin, of course, leading the way here with Sidney Crosby, both pushing the ripe age of 40 or higher. And then we've got Matthew Duchene, who is 35 in real life. Now the game is showing him at 34 still, but hey, deal with it. Brad Marchand, Evgeni Malkin, and Matt Zuccarello. Like, that's a pretty dang good top 6. And then there's even more studded players on the bottom 6. John Tavares, Steven Stamkos, Patrick Kane, Jamie Benn, Nazem Kadri, and Claude Giroux. Again, Kadri is like Duchene. He's 35 in real life. Get over it. Now, defense is probably where I think this team is lacking the most. Roman Josi and Victor Hedman are our top pairing. Don't get me wrong, that's a great top pairing. But we fall off a little bit more than the U25 team did. Erik Karlsson, John Carlson as a great pairing. Drew Doughty and Spurgeon are what I've come up with. And then we've got Sergei Bobrovsky in net. Cup winner, proven, can definitely run this team for sure. And then Jacob Markstrom, gonna back him up, see what he can do. With that though, let's get into game 1. Here we go, game 1. Macklin Celebrini lining up for Sidney Crosby. And Sid the Kid, of course, is going to win that draw. Ovi over the line and is going to get picked off by Lane Hutson. Hudson's going to find down the wing to Tim Stützle. Stützle flying down. Ooh, trying to get it out front, but no dice. Matt Duchene, great defensive pickup as he gets down the wing to Ovi. And Ovi is going to... That was just a muffin of a shot. Period 1 does end up being a bit of a nothing burger. There was a massive hit from Roman Josi on Cole Caufield. Oh, baby, he's going to be feeling that one. The other big thing from that period was the Vets holding the 25 and under team to 0 shots to open this one up. Can they take advantage, though, moving into the next period? Gotta say, not the first period I expected from the youngsters on this one. No shots on goals. The Vets really showing their experience to start this game and this series. Will they keep going, though? Will the legs be there? Or will finally, as the game goes on and the series goes on, the youth take over with a little bit of endurance? Macklin Celebrini with a big... Or no, that was Jack Hughes. That was not Macklin Celebrini. Big face-off win. Lane Hutson over to Mo Sider. Big shot, but saved by Bob. They're coming now. The youngsters are putting on the pressure. Finally, it looks like they've woken up and got some life. Alex Ovechkin, as I'm hyping up the youngsters, is going to find the first goal of the series. Of course, it is Ovi dialing it in, finding the first goal of the series. And what a rip. Dustin Wolf just must not have seen this. Ovi finds the lane. Oh, this is just a clear shot through, and Wolf just mishandles it, I guess. Wow. Not what you want to see from your starting goalie early on in the series, though. All right, down by 1 now. The youngsters really have let the vets take a hold of this game. They're not really here for it. And here it goes. Cutter Gauthier losing it out front to Brad Marchand, but he's going to misplay it to the corner as he works it around. But Brock Faber gets it up to Thomas Harley. The D-man making the rush, making the play. The D are sick of it. And he's not going to make the right play here, though. Trying to make a move. Oh, Patty Kane down the wing. He's burning. Oh, he gets absolutely leveled. He might be hurt there. Oh, my God. Lucas Raymond, the Jack Hughes, and bang! It's a tie game. What a hit. Down in the U25's zone, Mo Sider put Patty Kane on his ass. And this play goes up the other way. And Jack Hughes has made this a tie hockey game. Wow. What a hit. What a goal. What a pass by Lucas Raymond, too. Little Koivu cut here. Boom. Into the slot. Low blocker. Bang. You love to see it. And Jack Hughes was not done there, as he's going to make this a 2-1 hockey game. Capitalizing again just right after scoring that tying goal. Bob is also going to be coming to play. He's sick of these youngsters trying to score now. He puts up a massive save here on Macklin Celebrini, who could have made this a 2-goal game. In the second, the youngsters have taken the lead in game 1. Will the vets have a wild answer? Oh my God, Sidney Crosby. You can't do that, sir. You can't do that. That was vicious. Cole Caufield outworking Sid the Kid. Bang! I can't see it because of the towel, but hey, that was a nice bit of lumber to the chest there from Sid. Wyatt Johnson down low to Matthew Schaefer. Schaefer's going to get the shot. Rebound. Thomas Harley sitting out front of the net is going to clean up the rebound and is going to make Sidney Crosby pay for that brutal cross check. And it is now a 3-1 hockey game, as the 25 and under team has really come to play in the second period, holding the vets to the one shot, which was a goal of all things too. These guys gotta click it. They gotta wake up. Oh boy. And to cap off this wild second period, Jack Hughes, with 3 seconds to go, is going to score a hat trick to put an absolute dagger into this one. Hopefully the 35 and older team can come to play come the third period. Wow, what a period that was. Bounce back from the 25 and under team. 4-1 hockey game. Big parts of Jack Hughes scoring a hat trick, but also holding the 35 and older team to one shot. It did result in a goal, but hey, you take that when you score 4 of your own. I don't know how we top period 3 by any means, but Cole Caufield coming in to rip that 5-goal. Oh, and Macklin Celebrini trying to get it over. The 25 and under team is woken up. They are on all cylinders. Macklin Celebrini just needs to shoot that though. Oh, that could have been it. Ovi's going to give it away in the neutral zone again. Cole Caufield going to see it. And there it is. Cole Caufield's going to get his first of the game in the series. That's got to be all she wrote for Bob tonight. It has to be. That's 5 goals in a period in a bit. Oof, this is rough for the 35 and older team. What a shot by Cole Caufield. God dang, I don't know what Victor Hedman was doing there. Just laying on his belly, just holding it in. Oh man, what a shot. After Cole scores the 5th goal for the 25 and under team, it really turned into quite a defensive matchup. And this team shut down the vets really hard. And even Jarvis at the end, with about 10 seconds left, puts in a just insult to injury goal, showing that these old guys might be in trouble for the rest of the series. Right, the vets have some things to work on here for game 2. They came out hot, period 1, scored the first goal of the game, but they ended up losing that one hard as Ovi, a minute in, we're just getting through the talking of period game 2. has scored on the power play in the simulation. It is a 1-0 hockey game. Let's get through this period before we see any more action. The vets, Steven Stamkos. It's a 2-0 hockey game. They knew they had to come to play, but will they keep going late into this one? And there it is. Jack Hughes continues his dominance of this series. 4 goals in 2 games. Pavel Dorofeyev is going to score one as well. And we have a tie hockey game here. Come on, the vets again lose some steam as the game goes on. And the youngsters take advantage, but they've got a late power play here. Can't score, but they are out shooting this team finally. 35-31. But Tim Stützle, 2 minutes left in it. And it is a 2-0 series. Timmy Stu comes up big for them. This 25 and under team has been amazing so far. Jack Hughes, 4 goals in 2 games. Celebrini, 3 apples in 2 games. And then plenty of guys at a point per game right now. And you got the right guys going. Hughes, Celebrini, Raymond on that second line, Boldy on the second line, all getting in this and contributing, while the goaltenders, Dustin Wolf, after that shaky first goal in game 1, we don't know what the game 2 goals looked like, but .937 and 1.5 goals against average through the first 2 games of the series. While on the other end, Bob's age is showing. .830 save percentage. That is ugly. 4.54 goals against you. Might be time for the goalie switch. And the big boy's got to show up. Your highest overall player is Sidney Crosby, who has 1 point and it's an assist. We need some goals. Always doing it up front for you right now. Dammer's got 2. I think he's on the 3rd line doing that too, which is crazy. They need some help. Somebody truly needs to step up, and his name is Malkin and Sidney Crosby. The Pittsburgh boys are doing nothing for this team right now. Dallas has now got some home ice here. They have to do it. They say you don't lose a series till you lose at home. Can the 35-year-olds and older figure this one out for us? Period 1 looking like the youngsters are going to continue the momentum, out shooting them 15-9, and Cutter Gauthier is getting his first of the series. Period 2, there it is. The boys are getting it. Macklin Celebrini on the power play is going to keep it a tie game, but Malkin waking up finally. Stammer his second of the series, and we've got a tied hockey game again going into this one. As John Tavares early in period 3. It's 3-2 Dallas. Come on, figure it out on the power play. Can you get another one? That's a long power play and no goals. The momentum has to be with the youngsters. It's 3-2, and that is all she wrote. Nazem Kadri's going to dagger it with the empty net with about a second left in that one. And we finally have some life with the 35 and older team. Malkin has woken up. He's on the board. Kadri is on the board. The 35 and older team is here. Can they figure it out, though, going into game 4? They need to keep that momentum rolling to make this a series. They sure as heck do. Jamie Benn. Hallelujah. Get in there. I don't like seeing score goals, though. Period 2, though. Jack Hughes cannot be stopped. He has 5 goals in 4 games this series. He's a monster right now for the youngsters. But man, oh man, they are getting pumped in shots. It's 31-17. What is happening right now? Wake up. Power plays. The Stars cannot score. This 35 and older team needs to figure it out. As Lucas Raymond, 2-1 hockey game. Let's jump into this. I lost the footage as soon as I jumped into that one. I don't know what occurred, but it looks like Jack Hughes added another goal to it, and the 25 and under team is up 3-1 in the series. This team, the youth movement is happening in the league right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I did not expect this absolute pace by Jack Hughes. He's the second line center for this team. Macklin Celebrini and Lucas Raymond are having fantastic series, too, like point per game players. And then you just got Jack Hughes going on a monumental run here. 8 points in 4 games. But more importantly, he's got 6 goals in 4 games. Ooh, baby. Can he be stopped by anybody on that 35 and older team? And then you've got Patty Kane leading the way for the old guys here. He is playing on the third line. Where are our top line performers? Ovi is at 2 points. He had those at the first 2 games. And Sidney Crosby still only has 1 point. Jamie Benn has contributed more for goals. What can I say? It is do or die for the 35 and older team here. They have to do it, and it starts with Sidney Crosby. Can he get it done for them? It wasn't Sidney Crosby, but wow, did they come to play in period 1. John Tavares got 2. Jamie Benn has a second, and Roman Josi on the power play. Let's go, baby. Period 2, it's a nothing burger. No goals from either side. We got period 3, and there is a gigantic lead. Can the youngsters come back? I'd like to see more hockey. Lane Hudson, though, is going to find a goal here late in this one. We've got 6 minutes left. We're jumping into it. I'm going to make sure the recording is not going to mess up here. I've got you guys. Let's go. 6.5 to go. The youngsters are down by 2. It's about time we've seen some hockey played by the oldsters. Patty Kane's going to fly in. John Tavares for the hat trick? No. Just held off a wee bit. Jack Hughes was going to get stripped. Roman Josi's going to send that wide, and it's all the way down to the other end. Victor Hedman's going to start it back up, though, for them. And here we go. Dammer up to John Tavares, who gets it down low. Lane Hudson, got to give a nice play. Yeah, that's nice. Moved with the feet. The kid makes it work. Jack Hughes. Little bit of gliding, a little bit of movement, and Victor Hedman says no dice, shuts the door on him. And here we go. Victor Hedman, been quiet all series, and he's going to give it away right away. Jack Hughes to Lucas Raymond. These guys have been clicking all series, but he's going to send it right onto Patrick Kane's stick. He's not playing on the same team as you anymore, buddy. You can't do that. Johnny T, though, most side are going to make the play. Boldy to Lucas Raymond. Jack Hughes. The youngsters are just out of energy, and here it is, Duchesne. Ooh, Dustin Wolf made it back to the net. Duchesne. Most side are big pick there. Jack Hughes, can you stop getting picked off at the blue line? We are trying to pull the goalie here. Come on. John Carlson. Lucas Raymond, get off the ice. Here we go. Caufield. I despise the dolphin dive in this game. It's fun when they score, but it is the most stupid thing they do in this shit. Anyways, Lane Hudson, 20 seconds to go, and wow, what a piece of... What just happened? There's an empty net. Lane Hudson goes, hey, that guy looks familiar. I'm going to give you the puck. No, it's 5-2. My man. There was nobody in blue in that vicinity. Like, one bit. What was that pass? There it is, though. The 35 and older team is staying alive. The vets, the wily vets, are not done yet. They still have more hockey they want to play. And here we go. We got Game 6 coming up. As you might see from Game 5, we have a 3-3 series now. I forgot to hit the record button during the simulation for Game 6. I will tell you, Steven Stamkos scoring a late early goal into the second period. We had John Tavares, I believe, scored the other goal. And it was a 2-0 hockey game. The 35 and older team came to play in a do-or-die mentality. I was hyped. I was screaming. We've got more hockey in a Game 7 to see what this series is made of. I'm so disappointed in myself that I messed up that sim. I apologize. My bad. Before we jump into Game 7, let's take a look at our point leaders going through the series so far. Jack Hughes has 9 points, but 6 goals in 6 games. Absolutely monstrous. He's been a big part of this 25 and under team. While Steven Stamkos leads the way for the 35 and olders and is the reason that they are forcing Game 7 at the moment. 7 points in 6 games. Patrick Kane's got 6 helpers, and John Tavares with 5 points. I believe this is that third line and is a big reason in this team. Lucas Raymond, Macklin Celebrini, they're there. 5 points, 4 points. I would hope for more out of Celebrini, but it is what it is. We've got our stud here, and it's Jack Hughes. And goalies is probably the big reason why this series has went the way it is. Dustin Wolf has been a monster, 925, 2.36, but the 25 and under team must just not be scoring. Then that's why this series isn't going to 7. Because Bob has been average. 908, 2.68 goals against average. All solid in things. Spencer Knight found himself in at some point here, and he had a 969, 1.13. That's pretty disgusting with 32 shots. Or saves, sorry, 33 shots against. Here it is though, do or die for both teams. Winner takes all. Who's going to come out on top? Will the youngsters show the league is theirs, or is it still an old man's game in the NHL? Well, period 1, we don't get any further than we were at the start of this game. 1-1. Cutter Gauthier for the youngsters. Duchesne for the vets. Period 2. It's still, oh my goodness. Stamkos coming up big again. John Tavares huge. And some new faces for the youngsters, though, finally come to play in Game 7. Dorofeyev, Wyatt Johnston. They need more of that. And here we go. There it is. Tim Stützle, 4-3 early into the third period. Can they keep it going? They are being outshot, but he gets a second of the period. Tim Stützle has been a big Game 7 factor, and it is going to be all she wrote, I think, for this one. 2 seconds to go in this one, as it's all she wrote in the series. The 25 and under team has won it. They have taken this close series, and they have dominated where they had to. Hey, it's a young man's game. We all knew it was coming. They're fast. They've got the shots. They're just going crazy. The experience was there from the 35 and older team, though. Do not get me wrong, because this thing should have been over in 5. That way the series started was something else. Jack Hughes was a monster. 10 points, 6 goals in 7 games. Big part of that was a hat trick in Game 1, though, if I remember right. Hey, it is what it is. On up here, Macklin Celebrini. No, that's Leo Carlson is the captain. Oh, interesting. Leo Carlson, get on up here. Win. Lift that Stanley Cup for the boys. Chat, let me know in the comments who or what should we do for the next debate. Which 2 teams should we build and see who comes out on top?